singing flat.
All right. You notice that for this first session, that we stayed right in tune. I mean, we can still hear this C flat. Do you agree that that's like exactly where we were? The only time we faltered was when we started losing that sense of the support and things started to kind of get foggy again. Do you ever have challenges with things flatting or fragmenting away from each other? So the great news is, utilizing this technique to connect in, that intonation will just be readily apparent. So if things start to get out of tune, don't panic about it. The key is what happens, you go, oh, I'm singing flat, I'll sing sharper, blah. We forget, just go into the foundation. We actually have to do more of the relaxation of that for those notes to really connect into that upper lip. So anyway, congratulations, because when we do that, man, we're just right. So I can't wait to hear this ballad you got going here.
Yeah, let's jump right into it, and don't wait to apply this stuff. You can jump right into some of it. I checked with the voice. I thought I worked Let's think about that full breath, that posture, getting those knees ready, really sinking in, and then that small cafe. All right, fully connected to each other.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous, the same corner table is set for two. But someone else is sharing those dreams I knew.
Is there room to grow in this one? Did you notice the times in which we were singing with different kinds of voices for louds and softs, for high notes, low notes? And you see opportunities for if we were to be more consistent with that, consistent with kind of our set, with our lift, how all the kind of stuff we did on Heart of My Heart transition to this song. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Right. So let's start right back at the beginning. Now, is there a presentation involved with this? Let me clarify. Are there planned moves?
No.
So in general, I think that we should have our hands where they don't go above our waist. Especially for you and I were tall, so be careful those hands want to get high relatively. You've got to be just keeping here. Also, there's a tendency to kind of do some artificial stuff that if you were to have the heavy briefcases would be kind of out of the zone. Right? So basically we want to be thinking about staying in the core of ourselves and into where everything goes into kind of that parachute we were talking about earlier, where all of that has to inflate and live. Be careful of when it starts to go. See how I'm out of my strength voice when I do that. So rein all that in. Go ahead and do that. Get out of alignment, or hands get high, or here. Especially back riser guys, put that chin up. Now put that in alignment. Right? Legs, back wall. Where you can lift those briefcases, you want to do that. And find that ease of lift, where that transition spot is. Awesome. Excellent. Feeling good? So let's take right at the beginning and try to keep incorporating those principles in yourself. For you, there's a tendency to have some upper body tension. So as you take those moments and start to feel that get tight, just shift your weight, find your legs a little bit so that state starts to relax. And there's same thing here. The arms want to kind of out, to stay in. When you do that, yeah, it makes all the difference. So in general, we always inviting that person to find your face. And that this should be the most real and connected in a real way. Notice without any other things that kind of getting in the way of that, just find that alignment. Get the idea?
That small cafe, our old rendezvous, the same corner table is set for two.
Good, relax. Was there opportunity for greater synchronization right from the get-go? So how do we solve that? Sure. Even more simple. What's the first thing we have to do to sing? Just simply have to breathe together. We have to go, and then we go, oh, there's my voice, simply connected to it. All that work we did earlier, simply apply that. Take some chances with it so that we're all going, here's what I have to deliver. Here's the voice. You're just basically on that first phrase. Everyone else, no sound, but going through the feeling of how that breath will go.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Good, one more time.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous, the same corner table is set for two.
Good, relax. It seems quite flappy to me. It's kind of doesn't feel like it has that heart of my heart feeling. That same place that we met. It should be this same kind of voice. Do you agree? We hear just Elise take a breath and sing that first line.
That small cafe.
Yeah, just Elise. One more time.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Right. Do you notice it's got like intonation stuff that he's mentioning here? There's just not that connection that we had on Heart of My Heart. So, start from the basics. What are the first words? That small cafe. It's that small cafe. Say that.
That small cafe.
Notice it kind of went that As soon as the voice collapses, very important, as soon as that voice collapses, for whatever reason, it's impossible to get that voice really engaged until the next breath. Then you have a shock. So on that first breath, it can't go that same quartet's got to go connecting into. So it's got to be the feeling of them when I speak. I'm going that small or that same, right? Sorry, the words are
Small cafe.
Thank you. That small cafe. Sing it in that way. Shift your way.
That small cafe.
Good. And now connect that to small. That small. That small. That small cafe. This is like us taking the bass and we're just taking the bow and going connect and draw that bow. Everyone do that. Everyone talk that first section. That. And I've just got my hand on the. I used to play bass, so you don't have to be in notes. We're just going connecting to the resonance of the instrument. Here we go, just talking and.
That small cafe.
Good. Some of you went that small. That's small. You got to get a little bit connecting into that sound, that string.
That small cafe.
Good. That small cafe. It's got to be much sadder than that so we can connect into resonance. But great work. Notice that was more orchestral-like. Always keep saying, yeah, awesome.
That small cafe.
Believe it or not, that's it. That will lead to levels better singing automatically, but without the 5-year plan. Just simply going that, not going that small, that small cafe, not letting the air escape out of the bellows on those non-single sounds thrown here, right? That small cafe. One more time. Just talk. Get your bow. So, I want to make sure that you aren't just going that. What sound would that make? We want. You have to wait a moment with the frog of that connecting, and then pull, right?
Small cafe.
Bravo. Lead, singing now.
Small cafe.
Good. In that key one more time. Yeah. Good. Some of you are already moving the bow. Going, oh, there's the note. You need to be trusted and into that small, and all the way through the that small. I've got to be like I'm holding my breath into that amazing Sistine Chapel lift. Take your bow. That's exactly right. Take your bow.
Small cafe.
Right, and if you're doing that right, it won't get flabby on that small cafe, that small cafe. Stay, keep that bow on that string, and
That small cafe. Our old rendezvous.
right. Did anyone hear the bow come off the string? Especially on that old rendezvous, old rendezvous. Obviously, this will go faster, yes, but simply keep that voice connected in the same way. You get the idea of it. All the air out. Breath in. Leads.
That small cafe. Our old rendezvous.
Don't make so much of old rendezvous. Old rendezvous. Old rendezvous. Take your hands.
Old rendezvous.
Right, and then stay in your lower body. Old rendezvous. Say that.
Old rendezvous.
Good, everyone say that.
Old rendezvous.
Oh, but some of you really want to go, oh. It's, oh. Roy talked about that puff of air that starts all that sound. That's exactly right.
Old rendezvous.
Right, notice that is matching resonance. The other one simply doesn't. Old rendezvous.
Old rendezvous.
Anybody can do that. We want to say, this music is worth a full 80-piece orchestra playing it. Not a little jazz combo there, you know, on their lunch break. Leads. I don't want to attach a volume to this, but boy, it's so passive right now. It's got to feel like it's that old cap. It's got to be more vigorous. Good. Now, whatever that is, find the balance of that so it doesn't go that. Oh, that was spiking out energy, but it connects it all the time. Shift your weight.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
There you go. Very good. Lean over slightly. Take your hands here. Last time, leads. Breath into the nose. Expand right where you are. Sing it to that sound.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Better? Do you agree? Other heads are kind of going, yeah, sort of. But there were a couple of hard edges in there as well. Do you agree with that? But boy, that's progress, Lee. Same thing again. Sometimes it's challenging to get rid of some of these old habits. All the air out. Feet shoulder width apart. Breath in.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Good. Yeah, we got some magnetizing there with a little lower bass. 4 parts, please. Shift your weight.
That small cafe.
6 more cafe and just be flabby with your arms while that's done. That small cafe.
That small cafe.
Now the roller coaster.
That small cafe.
That's everything. It was that place. Our old rendezvous. Some of you are going, oh, it's an old diner, the 50s diner place, old cafe place. No, this has to be the stars in your eyes, have to be that connected. Did you feel a difference that time? Take your hands here. Shake it out. Feet shoulder width apart. So be careful that it's a little bit tight here. Finding shoulder width apart will be our greatest strength. If we were to lift something heavier beyond that roller coaster, not too hard here, tighten it a little bit for you. Bend those knees though. Good, thank you. All the air out. Silent breath through the nose. Relax the throat. That's slow.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Good. And make sure you know what word you're saying. That small cafe. Just talk it this time.
That small.
Gotta breathe in the same way, boys. Same roller coaster.
That small cafe.
Don't go into this. That small cafe. That small cafe. I want to have the voice we had before. By the way, we've done great work at this point. Now it's about stepping that next level, and that's where many groups will falter. They'll start going, oh, well, we've got to say, be strong like bull in terms of connecting into the same exact feeling we've been doing earlier. Bull. Yes, exactly. That small cafe, that old rendezvous, so that we avoid this. Spikes of energy. That small, that small. If it was Westminster, we would work that small until everyone had this, that small, as if I'm holding my breath between those sounds, so it never goes that small. As soon as you do that collapse, then you're down a tick in terms of your connection. You've got to say, welcome to the party, not welcome to the party. Well, that small, that small, that small cafe. So that all that connects in a real way. You get the idea, real, be real, be real. 4 parts, that small. Sing that. Bigger basses, that. together, so it goes into that, and right. Bravo, bass, same thing again. That. Right. Nice job. Bass, do you feel a difference in that? Boy, the guys around you need that from you. They just require it. We know as soon as we're standing here, that we immediately know when a guy's going that or that, because our ears pick up on it out here. But emotionally, guys will feel it right next to you. So when you breathe together and you go, get the idea of it. Bases again. But not on your own. Press together. Thank you. So you want to be ahead of everyone. Bravo. So you wanted to be ahead of everyone as well. The challenge was, so how did you fix it? How did you fix it, by the way? How did you fix where you...
Just watching and getting ready in advance.
So what that means is you're leaving potential resonance on the table, potential emotional connection as well. So there's a feeling of a little bit of that bellows. Just wants to go a little bit to that. Oh, test that note out. So no, test the waters first. It's kind of like going to this. No, basically you got to go like just a cannonball together that goes. Get the idea of it. If you all jump in at different times, the water goes ka-blunk, 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 and we have the flab all over the place. It's when you all go. We want to send a tidal wave of sound here. Bases. Good, bravo. And simply stay in that same voice. This is the challenge part. You've got to be very patient with that voice so it stays relentlessly connected. That's all in that key.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Good. Now, what I loved about your body language, I'm going to sing that line there. You're doing great. Right?
That small cafe.
Good. Now, notice what he did here with his hand. That small, and his voice went there. That small. Whereas if this just went, that small. It'll get more higher into the body, into that lid. One sing with me.
That's
No, wait for my voice to spark with yours. And try again. That. Very great. Right, we can connect into that way. And emotionally, it felt like he had something to say with that one. Versus a cavalier, that. Good. Now I love the energy you have on that. Keep the same energy to small. Wants to go that small, that small. Just keep that same energy going. That small. Do your eyes together, breath together. Don't get ahead of me though. Find that sound immediately. That small cafe. Be careful of that turnout. With the hand. Shift your weight. Wants to be a little bit static in that leg. Got ahead of me. Wait, even more patient. You know, you've got an amazing big boy voice. Do you agree? Yeah. And the challenge is he just wants to go instant on voice. A little bit quicker and a little bit more aggressive than just allowing that. Just allow that fine instrument to speak. Same thing again. That's exactly right. And here I'll base this. Right, I just want a little more being real through here, and that lift and stay there. That's small.
That small cafe.
Now here's the challenge. As soon as we go into that, by the way, that small was awesome, right? With that small cafe. Just stay here. Notice how simple this is. Simple and yet difficult to recognize in ourselves. Which is what we want, is just this. We don't want like, don't sell me a used car. Be real in this moment. How tender, how intimate is this moment? The beginning of this. Intimacy is everything. Do you agree?
Yes.
That'll make the score go way up. That'll make the audience go, oh, I remember a time like that. Good. In your breath, I need to know that you're feeling that. Be careful, guys, here. So for you, guys who are on the back risers, that happens this. That. Gotta go, oh, right here. That's small. Bass is singing here.
That's
Good, and enroll everyone with your breath, even though it's silent, that we're going to be singing in the light kind of roller coaster feeling. Breath.
That's small cafe.
That's it. Yeah. So we simply keep those strings taut in terms of that way that their voices connect together. One more time, breath.
That small cafe, our own rendezvous.
Right, so you've got to keep containing that sound. How you doing, by the way?
So
I'm Royce.
beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Bob.
Hi, Bob. Isn't that, do you hear the potential in these voices and the way we can connect together? How long have you been a barbershopper?
From the beginning, about 40 years.
Awesome, right? Go ahead and sing that first sound. That's small.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Right, beautiful voice, right? Beautiful character. You can feel the experience in what that means. So here, just make sure that you're always kind of breathing a little more into your back and just staying right here. What I'd love to hear is just more of that sound more consistently all the time, rather than saying, oh, I got that one, I got that one. That's small. So utilize a little bit of that feeling of that yawny lift.
That small cafe.
That small. You did great, but that small. You got to spin between that and small.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
You hear the connection in that. The connection in that is where then we'll be able to hear all the way across the right. Shake it out, everybody. Okay, I'm ready for that. I mean, we might want to move some stuff around, but for now, yeah, we may do that. But, boy, if we sing with the like sounds, I don't want to have to move people around for things that aren't really problems. We need to connect together and sing together and breathe together in the same way. Put your basses in that section with that intent. You feel that chin lift on you here? Lower body.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Very good for you to stay more connected to your legs. So if I was on a roller coaster, I couldn't do this, right? Why? Grab, I'd go clunk, I'd fall right away. And I would know if I was really on a roller coaster, I'd be going, I'd have to be in that. So we need to feel like you're on a little more of the adult roller coaster. You're all bases. Bases. Good. Can you stand a little taller between that and small? So it doesn't do this. You see the difference? Make sure that in you you're going a little taller.
That small cafe.
Bravo, and then just keep that same feeling going. That small cafe.
That small cafe.
Right, so you have to be bases. You are the key to opening that door to people's hearts immediately. That's the foundation of everything. So bases, as soon as you allow that to go, that small cafe, we go, oh, okay, so you've got to stay, no, pay attention, open those doors to this grand, you've never seen a a ceiling painted this way. Or look at the gold leaf in this. You need to be constantly finding those shiny moments. So here's the key. Forget about the bass section. I want this coming from you. I want individually you saying, I've got this moment. And the consistency of pulling through that sound. Basses, shift your weight.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Good. So basses now, imagine there's kite strings here. And especially in winds like today, where we want to feel those strings are tight all the time. It doesn't go that, well, the kite's kind of fluttering in the wings when it needs to go. So feel that sensation. Here we go, basses. Stay taut.
That small.
Can you feel it? That.
That small.
Keep that tight string. Take your hands.
That small.
That's the bass section we need. Bravo. Here we go.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Bravo. Notice that we stayed in that same wonderful feeling now through the end of that phrase. Do you feel the difference? I've seen the heads nodding. Wow, what a difference. Out here, do you feel the difference how you connect into that? Basses. Whatever you can do to stay relentless in that feeling all the time, where you're expanding in that way, that'll be everything. Leads. And then, by the way, basses, then we stayed right in tune. Was never a question about intonation. Let's do that. Leads.
That small cafe.
Roller coaster is really a kiddie coaster. It's got to feel like it's your loudest loud inside. Good. But give only what you can do consistently. That's just the start of that shock. It doesn't go grrr.
That small cafe.
Feel the difference. You feel like we all went to the pool together in the Cannonball. Did you feel it? I know you guys like to have fun, right? These, we simply need for you to do that in a real way that's stay optimistic. Don't look at this and, oh, there's another technique. Oh, I heard that a couple years ago. No, you've got to say right now, this is everything. Here we go singing.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Good, so you have to be just like basses in whatever sound you can make and keep it consistent with basses.
That small cafe.
So basses, again, you kind of want to get a little bit ahead of the leads. And leads, you kind of want to start to get a little flabby there. That small cafe, it's got to be right there in that sparkling place. Breath.
That small cafe.
Please don't do your own thing on A. So keep singing into the bass sound there as well. Shift your weight.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Good. Better, right? Do you agree, everyone? Yes. By the way, this is going to be your first song of the set, right? Boy, it's everything that we simply connect in a real way. The rest of the song will take care of itself, as long as we have these principles in place. Do you feel the difference? Is it something you can recreate? That's where you've got to say, absolutely. No, I'm serious about this, because it's not about someone else, it's about you. Who invested in fixing? You know what's easy to do? Oh, well, guys, I don't know if we'll get this for next. Maybe we'll retain a little bit. You've got to cut that language out. No more. You've always got to be living in what's possible. With Westminster, we were lucky if we had 4 parts when we started. We had, we got baritones and leads today, no tenors, but it was always living in, hey, you're here. Isn't barbershop amazing? Let's not just go, small cafe. We go individually, a small cafe, our old rendezvous. And that's a feeling versus me going down a laundry list. A small cafe, You get the idea of it. Check it out. those two dogs.
The small cafe.
Would the cafe pop out? Is that?
The small cafe, our old rendezvous.
4 parts. Shift your weight.
The small cafe, our old.
It's that small cafe. You have to get all the way to what's that? And it's small. It's cafe. Of course, if it was French, it'd be the cafe that was small. But we don't have that luxury in English. We've got to be going, not that small cafe. No, cafe is everything. That small cafe.
The small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Bravo. And then you get a breath, right? You notice that we were more on that roller coaster this time than we've ever been before. Basically, I love when you say, small cafe. No bumbles or cobblestones in that. Smooth as glass, pristine, golden, shimmering.
The small cafe, our old rendezvous.
On the air out.
The same corner table is set for two.
How's that feel?
It's really good.
How's it feel now that you're telling a story? Well, that's wonderful. Right, now by the way, that was connecting all in those bellows. Rather than like, it went. All the air out, great workouts. Feel it?
That small cafe.
Don't wait to be directed. You need to feel that that rushes forward.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Be real.
The same corner table is set for two.
Bravo. So there were moments there that were more real than others. Small cafe, it felt like you felt the breeze of that place, the wonderful setting of it, maybe by a river. Whatever that visual is for you. By the way, for me as a techno guy, the more I paint detail into that scene, the better singer I am, the better I am. I've got to say, okay, technique, you're out of the picture because I'm just so. Right now, you may be the same, and we need to paint detail into what that is. It's that small cafe, our old rendezvous. It would be our old rendezvous. People know instantly when you're being fake about it versus saying, that's where we met. Our old place, our old rendezvous. Say that. Say those talks in that whole line, that small cafe.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Right? Wouldn't that be the old rendezvous? Allow that to be real. Same thing again, that's small.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Yes. Then in the next line, you notice how it's that same table. We're painting, we're digging deeper into the scene. It's the cafe. Is there a spot? Table there, candles, set for two. That we paint the detail into this, which is, by the way, that we talk about bases. You open the door to that scene, and then we just continue to kind of pan in terms of the visuals of it. So that will no longer be, same corner table is set for two. That should be a real table. Does that get more intimate?
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
So that when we get to that small cafe, you need to be thinking of, that's our place, on cafe. That small cafe, our old rendezvous. And there's the table. You need to be placing that further back. You get the idea? Okay. All the way around. Breath in. See it?
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Right. You notice the cafe is kind of flatlines. And that has to be said. And in there, that was our rendezvous place. An old rendezvous. It's got to keep living. Live in those moments. Check it out. All the way out. Silent breath in. Drink in that scene. Shift your weight.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
You did great, but it got flabby and individualistic on it. Small cafe. It's not about that. It's smooth as glass still, but it connects in. Take your hands. Strings between you and I. This is a tug of war. You gotta back. Feel that. Strings are taut. Now let it go loose. That's where we get all that individual blah, blah, blah. This goes. Feel the difference in that. Keep those strings taut. Take your hands. Shift your weight.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous. The same corner table is set for two.
You feel the difference?
Yep.
Yes.
And as a consequence, you are now singing strongly into the A level. You feel it. By the way, some of you guys seem like you're waiting for someone else to tell you, oh, that's this number. Or that's, oh, that was a moment of this. I don't think you realize how great you are. And by you, I mean you. Not the chorus you. That you need to open yourself up to how amazing you are right now.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous. The same corner table is set for two.
All the air out.
But someone else is sharing those dreams I knew.
Someone else is sharing the dreams I knew with you. Those dreams I shared with you. But where does all that resolve? At the very last, you. And then basically have your echo to say that's important. But that's a long phrase, because be going, but someone else. So I need to be saying, oh, who's the someone else? Oh, those moments I shared with you. How intimate is that? The most, right? Good. How'd that feel?
No.
Feeling good? Are you starting to breathe more into what this place is? Recognize that that is physically it. Because what will start to happen is we'll start to go, it's like you guys have just done this. You guys just hit a home run. Oh my gosh, I hit a home run. Okay, I was holding my head right back like this. Those aren't going through the laundry list of things that speak for I wonder why I can't hit a home run again. Every time we got to just physically go to that same feeling, that same place.
Wheelhouse did that for 7 years. Chasing our first set at International. We were all about feeling. We went out, we got ninth our first year. Like, holy cow! Now we really got to work on this and that and the other, and we never captured the magic of that first time again. Never again, really. I mean, it's exactly what happened. Exactly the problem.
So we're all guilty of this. Do you agree?
Yes.
And yet, how amazing is that singing we're doing right now? Would you agree that that's a different chorus than what walked in the door?
Yeah.
And by the way, recognize the difference in you that's allowing that, fostering that. building. Beat that.
That small cafe.
That small cafe. Do something on, just to allow us to live. Shift your weight.
That small cafe, our old rendezvous.
Right. How'd that feel? Good. You almost didn't want to stop. You said, what is it stopping for? That should be the feeling. That should be the feeling every time. So we've got to find that place sooner. It's easy for us to do this. I say easy. But we go into this. Okay, I got something to say. Oh. We need to stay in this. We're breathing into this place when we start talking about these things. Because now that's how we stay in the A level. That's how we keep building. Because we don't let it go from, oh hey, roller coaster, to just